subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for latest updates.
Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class we will try to understand laws of Boolean algebra, so which are and or commutative, associative and distributive laws in Boolean algebra. So these are some of the laws. So in our next class we will try to cover the remaining laws. In this class we will try to cover these laws. So it is and laws, or laws, commutative law, associative law and distributive law. In our previous class we have clearly understood, we clearly had an introduction to Boolean algebra. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video and come back here, because the introduction to Boolean algebra will give a clear insights of the concepts of Boolean algebra. And every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire playlist so that you can have the better insights of the concepts. And the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now coming to this class, what are these laws? And laws. So we are having 4 and laws, or laws, 4 or laws, similarly 2 laws for commutative law, associative law 2 laws and 3 laws for distributive law. Now coming to this and laws, so what does that, so these laws will look very simple, but there is a, the logic inbuilt in it is very crucial. So it is very good to understand the logic. So, and one more suggestion is, please don't memorize these laws, don't try to remember these laws. So remembering these laws will be very hard to solve the gate problems. Try to understand the logic behind these laws. So for example, if you take the AND operator, so here we are having the laws that belong to AND operation. Take an AND gate. So what this law states is, A dot 0 is going to be a 0, because, so the logic behind it, if you have a 0, if you have, when the AND is going to generate an output of 1, the AND is going to generate an output of 1 if each and every input is 1. But if you have at least one 0, it is going to produce an output of 0. So whatever the value of A may be, if you have a 0 as the input for the AND gate, it is going to produce an output of 0. Okay. Similarly, if you take A dot 1, if you take A dot 1, what is the output? So the output is now dependent on A. Because this is an AND gate and we have one of the input as 1, so the output of this AND gate is dependent on A. So what does that mean is, if the value of A is equal to 0, the output is going to be a 0. And if the value of A is equal to 1, the output is going to be 1. So what is the output that is generated for this AND gate is, it is equal to A. So A dot 1 is always going to be, the output is always going to be a A. Okay. And this logic has been used in our previous example. So in our previous class we have taken an example, there we have used, there we have made one of the input as 1. So using this law we have made it as 1, so that the output is totally dependent on A. Okay. So the output that is generated is dependent upon A. Similarly, if you take the next one, A dot A. A dot A means, if the value of A is 0, it is going to produce the value of, it is going to produce an output of 0, because this is an AND gate. And if the value of A is equal to 1, it is going to produce an output of 1 which is equal to A. Are you able to get the point? So these logics look very simple, but it's very bit important to understand. So, and the next logic is A dot A bar is equal to 0. Why A dot A bar is equal to 0? Because if you take the value of A is equal to 0, it is going to produce an output of A complement is going to be a 1, but because there is a 0 in the AND gate, so it is always going to produce an output of 0. So if you take the complement of a variable, there will be a 0. If at least one 0 is existing, means the output is going to be a 0. Why there will be a 0 is, if you take the value of A is equal to 0, there existing a 0 and the complement of it may be 1, but because this is an AND gate, it is going to produce an output of 0. And similarly, if you take the value of A is equal to 1, it is the A complement is going to produce a 0. Now the A complement's value is equal to 0 because there is at least one 0, so the AND gate is going to produce an output of 0. So that is the reason why A dot A complement is equal to 0. So A dot A complement is equal to 0. So these are the laws for the AND. And similarly, if you take the next laws are based upon the OR gate. So what are those OR gate laws? So that we have to take an OR gate and we will try to understand on this OR gate. So now A plus 0 is equal to A, because when the OR gate is going to produce an output of 0, so the discussion about AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, all these discussions were made in our previous videos. Please watch those videos. So A plus 0 is equal to A. Because there is a 0, we cannot, the output is depending on now the output of this gate is depending on A. So what does that mean is, if you take A plus 0, so the output is depending on A, because this is a 0. If there is a 0, the output is going to be a, which means 0. Similarly, if you have 1 here, 1 plus 0 is going to be 1. So in order to produce an output of 1 for the OR gate, at least one of the inputs should be 1. If there is one input as 1, only one input is 1, then it is going to produce an output of 1. So that is the logic behind the OR gate, right? So now A plus 0 is always equal to A, because the output that is going to be generated is dependent on A. Similarly, if you take the next law, A plus 1, because to produce an output of 1, there should be at least one. Because this is permanently going to be 1, we are not worried about the value of A. So it is always going to produce an output of 1. Okay, now coming to this A plus A is dependent on A, because if the value of A is equal to 0, 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. If the value of A is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. So these are the operations of OR operations. So the value of A plus A is always going to be A. Similarly, if you take the complement law, A plus A complement is equal to 1. But in AND it has been taken as A dot A complement is equal to 0, because one of the value is going to be a 0. If you have at least one 0, the AND is going to generate a 0. Similarly, if you take the complement of A, if you consider the A and A complement, at least one of the value is going to be a 1. If one of the value is 1, the output is going to be a 1. So based upon that logic, if you take the value of A as 0, A complement is 1, and because we have at least 1, it is going to produce an output of 1. So if you take the value of A as 1, the A's complement is going to be a 0. Because there is at least 1, it is going to produce an output of 1. So this is what we call it as a OR loss. Okay, now coming to the third law, which is commutative law. So we have seen these laws in the algebra also. So ordinary algebra will also have these laws. So it is a commutative law, associative law, and distributive law. Now we will try to understand these laws by using the circuit. Now we said that it is a commutative law. Commutative law, A plus B is equal to B plus A. So what does that mean is, if you take an OR gate, and the value of A plus B, means if you take A plus B here and next you take B plus A, so both of them are going to generate the same outputs, both of them are equal. The commutative law states that A plus B is equal to B plus A. So we will check whether this rule is right or not. So what is this OR condition? 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, and 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. So we are considering AB. In this output, we are going to produce the value of BA. So BA is 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So 1 plus 0 is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 is equal, sorry, this is 1. 0 plus 1 is going to 1. So what is the output of an OR? What is the logic of an OR gate? OR gate will produce an output of 1 if at least one of the input is 1. So based upon that, 0 plus 1, one of the input is 1, so it is going to generate an output of 1. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is also going to be a 1. So are these two outputs same? A plus B is equal to B plus A? Yes, it is same. So A plus B is equal to B plus A. Now our suggestion is you try to draw the truth table for A dot B is equal to B dot A. So whether this condition is true or not, based upon the AND gate. So this is an AND operation. Based upon using an AND gate, you try to evaluate this equation. So you try to get the outputs for A dot B and B dot A, whether check whether both of the outputs are true or not. Now coming to our fourth law, it is associative law. So what this associative law is, so this operator is associated to this. Okay, so A plus B is equal plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Okay, so what does that mean is, if you take first we have to find the A plus B. This is A plus B, and the output that we are going to get, so the output that we are going to get is associated to C. So what does that mean is, one of the input for C, so the one of the input is going to be a C, and the output that is generated by A plus C means this circuit, this gate will be used as the input with this logic gate. So this is what we call it as A plus B plus C. So what is the output? First we have to check whether A plus B, and next we will check A plus B plus C. Similarly we will try to do B plus C, and after that we will try to check A plus B plus C. Okay, now what is this A plus B? A plus B means this, 0 0 means 0, 0 0 means 0, 0 1 means 1, 0 1 means 1, 1 0 means 1, 1 0 means 1. Similarly, if you take 1 1 is 1 and 1 1 is 1. Now A plus B plus C, so we have to do this, A plus B plus C. So 0 0 is going to be a 0, 0 1 is going to be 1, 1 0 is going to be 1, 1 1 is going to be 1, 1 0 is going to be 1, 1 0 1, 1 0 is again 1, and this one is 1 1 is going to be 1. So the output is 0 1 1 1 1 1, and now we are going to check B plus C plus A. So what is B plus C? 0 0 is going to be a 0, 0 1, 0 1, output is 1, 1 0 1, 1 1 1, 0 0 is again a 0, 1 1 1, so 1 1 1. Similarly, if you take A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C means A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. So it is 0 0, it is going to be a 0, 0 1 1, 0 1 1. Similarly 0 1 1, 1 0, it is going to be a 1, 1 1 1, so 1 1. Check here. Now is A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C? Yes, it is true. So 0 all ones, 0 all ones. So A plus B plus C. So what is the circuit for A plus B plus C? It is going to be, this is A, and this is going to be B plus C. So it is B plus C, this is A plus B plus C. Okay, so A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So this is what we call it as an associative law. Similarly, if you take this, you do it on your own and try to solve whether these conditions are going to be true or not. Now coming to this is distributive law. So what does a distributive law means? Distributive law means this operator is distributed over this operator. This operator is distributed over this operator. So what does that mean is this operator AB is distributed over this operator plus. So A dot B plus C is equal to AB plus BC. So this operator will get distributed as AB, and this operator is distributed to it. It is equal to BC. Okay. So now this is what we call it as a distributive law. There are three different distributive laws. It is the second law is A plus BC. So this operator is distributed over a dot operator. See here, this operator is distributed over this operator. So how to write this is A plus B dot A plus C. So that is what we call it as a distributive law. Okay. Similarly, if you take this plus operator is distributed over dot operator. So if you expand this is the short form of this equation. So if you expand this, it is A plus A bar. This plus operator is distributed over dot A plus B. If you take A plus A bar, so in the OR law, A plus A bar is equal to 1. So 1 dot A plus B. 1 dot A plus B. If you take 1 dot A, so 1 dot A is equal to A, which means it is equal to A plus B. Are you able to get the point? So this is the short form for this. It is A plus A bar B is equal to AB. Okay. So these are the distributive laws. Now our suggestion is you take a 3-input truth table and try to solve all these 3 distributive laws. First you find B plus C, and then you find A dot B plus C, and then you find AB and BC separately and do the OR operation on AB and BC. Whether the output that is generated for this is equal to this or not, you try to check on your own. So with that you will get complete idea of what is meant by distributive law. So you will try to understand what these Boolean laws are. Okay, so hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding these concepts, please post your doubts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.